Okay, this is a bit weird. This is definitely a bit weird. Um, yeah, I'm live. Uh, okay, okay. Let's just see here. Um, just letting some peeps know maybe I'm live. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome. Just switch scenes. I hope the mic is like loud enough. I'm trying my best to like remember how to like actually use Twitch. Um, so yeah, camera's back on. We are somehow live, but my settings, like my whole profile thing, is like cooked right now. Yeah, this is super cooked. This is like there's no like dark thing at the bottom there. That should be. That's interesting. Oh, here's my monitor. Okay, we're just gonna have to rock it like this, I guess. So, uh, where do we start? it's been a while. My PC's basically cooked. I've been playing WoW for like the past like I don't know like 6 months maybe. That's just been my life currently. Let me just move my camera a little bit. Oh, that was some jiggly action there. So I can like move it, but like it shouldn't affect it really. There. So yeah, it's been some WoW. And last we played, I think last time we streamed was literally BDO as well. But yeah, I'll have to be reading chats on my phone. So here's my phone. It's a bit dirty, I guess, but here's chats. I'm going to be reading chat like this. And I'm going to try to not show too much on my screen because I have one screen and I have to like, manually press through things here. Yeah, so it's summertime. It's Malta. I'm still living in Malta. I'm probably going to upload this on YouTube, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I'll probably just put the whole thing on YouTube and then just upload it and then or download it and then upload it to YouTube or something. So I hope the quality is like pretty good. I hope the camera is pretty good as well. And yeah, we're pretty much just gonna watch Hidel Ball. I was supposed to do a birthday stream. Sadly, it's been like, I want to say like way too far. I feel like I'm really quiet. Like I don't know if I can change that. I think I tried to like. Jeez, I hate that I didn't. Like I tested it, but it's just like maybe I have to change the filters or something. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like the filters, edit filters, noise suppression. Like I can turn these on. My mic should sound a bit different. Like it sounds way more snappy now, but it doesn't look better. So I'm going to change. So I just have a noise gate suppression and limiter, but the gain, maybe I need to make the gain like super high. I'm not sure. All right, we'll just have to rock with this and let's hope for the best. I don't even know, like they change the buttons, they update the software and then they change so much each time. Yeah, my hair is really long. My hair is just sitting in the back there like a damn foxtail. So yeah. All right, so let's get into it. So I'm gonna move this over here. I had to to tab into like Discord so you guys like see the overlay and stuff. And we're gonna watch the Hidel Ball stream. I heard some good things. I don't know any like class releases other than people speculate that Wukong is like definitely like potentially coming. Obviously this is all live reaction. And yeah, we're obviously gonna skip past it. Like we're not gonna wait. I'm not gonna let you guys wait through these 10 minutes. I got some sweets here with me, like just a lollipop and some chocolate and some other things here, and a big gold glass of H2O. I really miss streaming. It's really something I really truly enjoy. I'm gonna just lower the volume a bit and just let's just do that. I love that it's on YouTube as well. I think YouTube is great. I am going to skip through this though, a little bit, but I'm going to talk a little bit about IRL. So, everything is fine. My kid is fine. She's going to school. Life is what it is. I also been doing some courses and stuff for like bartending and such. So I'm kind of getting into that, and that might be my actual current profession, let's say. Yeah. Let me just double check something. Just check if Leah. I think Leah should be in here. Leah, let me know in chat if you're here or not. So anyways, let's get into it. So I'm gonna raise the volume a bit. I'm just gonna go straight into the launch. Let's see, 8 minutes, 9, 6. 3 minutes. I have to say I love these characters, by the way. These characters look sick. Like, I love that they show all this, like, fan-made stuff. I think that's so great. I like that Megu is definitely the wild one. Like, Wusa is definitely the you know, this looks so cool. I have the Guts armor, by the way. That looks amazing. I have to say, I don't actually play a lot of BDO right now. But I am currently looking at maybe like, I'm probably going to update my GPU so I don't have like a cooked GPU sort of scenario. And just checking to see if everything's okay. Because I usually have everything on the monitor that's there. Like this monitor is like there usually, so it's kind of funny. But yeah. Let me see, what is this? So weird seeing this on. Yeah. Okay. It's so weird, like seeing like the controls are a little bit different on the thing, on the phone. But yeah, so we're gonna be watching Hidel Ball pretty much all the way through. I might like zoom through certain things or whatever, and then just straight up upload. So obviously, if you like this kind of content, you know, like give the YouTube video a like and all that stuff. It's gonna be a 3-hour video. Like it's straight up gonna be like 3 hours of me watching ball. I might skip through like if they're doing some music and stuff. We'll see. Okay, so what are we starting with here? 100% on it. All right. Okay. Do I have like long hair in my beard? I did. Kita. Land of the Morning Lights. I haven't done part 2 yet, by the way. Like, I still haven't done that. Oh, that's thingy. What's his name from the main storyline? Or the Lita. Or Draxia. Sorry, Dragon. I knew that. Karma. Karma was hype, man. Balenciaga. Medaya. Crimson Desert is coming out soon, but I'm not sure if I'm really hyped for it, to be honest with you. Okay. Dumb. Sweet fly flying around.
Hello everyone and welcome to Hidel Ball 2025. My name is CM Endlave, I'm one of your hosts, and joining me today is CM Kazaka and CM Knox.
Hello, I'm CM Kazaka and
seen
I'm
Zaka
super
before.
excited to be here. Let's have some fun today.
Yeah.
Hello, adventurers. I'm CM Knox, and we're excited. I think, right?
How do you get like a CM name like Kazaka, man? Like you have to be there really early on, or someone's favorite. I'm just saying. Like, sorry, I'm pausing, but
Yeah, absolutely. It is time. It is an absolute pleasure to be here with you all, chat. I hope you're all very excited. We've got a lot of exciting stuff on the way today. I am very excited. Obviously, we know what's going to go on and how it's going to work today. If it's your first time at a Hidel Ball or a Calcium Ball, essentially we have our jobs is going to pretty much go over the updates that are being said in Korean, and we will be basically telling you what it is in English as best and clearly as possible. So we do hope that we will
Hopefully.
We'll do our best.
Mhm.
And yeah, just sit back, relax, and type Poggy Woggies and chat whenever you
Type
guys
Poggy
are
Woggies.
happy with an update. But yeah, we're really
Poggy
excited,
Woggies
guys.
and
So it's going to be awesome. Absolutely.
That's
In
crazy.
today's stream, we'll be kind of splitting the roles of each of the MCs.
Yeah.
And, if
The
we'll try our best,
MCs.
of course, to make sure we're translating as live seamlessly as possible. But we hope you understand that it is a live broadcast, and there's always chance
Yes.
for
Yes.
misunderstanding. So
The odd
I
bit
think
of ad lib.
we're bringing our guests on stage. So let's
Yeah.
transition back.
Okay. Let's take a look.
That guy, by the way, is great at translating. Without him, we wouldn't understand
And on
shit.
stage, we're welcoming our heads Chasuk and Wansu.
Mm-hmm. Hello, I'm Jessup Chang, head of Black Desert Live Service.
Well, that's the new. Where's Mr. J?
He's ad-libbing.
I guess he is our J. He is
And I'm
technically-
Wansu Yang, head of Black Desert Game Design.
It's been 6 months since we last saw you. How
Yeah.
have you been?
Same with my
I've been
stream.
doing well.
Me too. I've been working hard getting ready for today.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a
he's
little bit
Dutch.
of ad-libbing here.
Zark
where
is
it's
Yeah,
looking like,
this is
Oh, you're looking
this is the
good.
part. Sometimes we might go ahead a
Yes.
line or two.
The guy in the
Chat.
middle is like the best show
But,
host, bro. I swear to
yeah.
God.
Coming from the future.
He's always fun to watch.
That's
Like
because
his
of the
energy,
ad-lib.
he
So
gives like
something
200%.
special about this Hidel Ball
200%.
is not actually occurring in the capital region, but on Daejeon actually.
Oh, it's not in Seoul.
Up until now, the ball has always been held in the capital region. And honestly, seeing adventurers travel long distances just to attend always left me feeling a bit sorry. So we've been wanting to hold a ball in a different region for a long time. And today we finally made it happen. Right here in Daejeon, the heart of Korea. It feels really special. And more than anything, I want to sincerely thank all of you who came out in person today. We've got a lot of exciting summer updates to share with you. So whether you're here with us on site or tuning in online, I hope you enjoy the show and have a great day.
And we just
Supersonic
had a video of Adania, and we're officially unveiling it today.
So,
That's right, we're officially unveiling it today.
Adania, at last, I think. I think a lot of our adventurers have been
Adania.
waiting. And
It's coming this summer.
Yeah. That's right, we know many of you have been waiting, so we've been working very hard to bring it to life. We hope today's announcements will be exciting for everyone.
All right.
I think we can all say that we're all hyped. But
Yeah.
I think today's video had scenes from the old main quest, and it did bring back memories, but were there any deeper meaning to that?
Well, I wouldn't say it's anything too symbolic, but Adania is actually the final chapter in Black Desert's Act 1, so we just wanted to take a moment to look back on the journey so far.
When this video starts in Adania, then time seems to rewind all the way back to the ancient stone chamber. What's the meaning behind that?
That was intentional. It's a symbolic way to set the tone for today's updates. The new region, Idania, is meant to be a new pinnacle, a destination to strive for. In the past, we've designed new regions to be as accessible as possible, so that more adventurers could enjoy them. But this time, it's different. Even veteran players will find Idania challenging, right from the start.
Right.
You'll need real growth, real preparation to go deeper. It's not just another expansion, it's a true end game region. We want
I
it
wonder
to
if
feel
anyone
like
would
a place
notice
you
if I,
look at
like,
and think,
Times
one day
times 1.5 the
want
speed.
I
to
see.
go there.
1.25.
And I'm going to make to conquer that place and make it
Come
mine.
to think of it, previous regions like Morning Light were quite beginner friendly too, so why start today's update story back at the ancient stone chamber?
Okay.
The Ancient Stone Chamber is the symbolic starting point of every adventurer's journey. So today's update follows the same path, starting as a rookie, getting used to the game, growing step by step, and eventually reaching Idania.
Okay.
We'll be presenting updates for every stage of the journey, with something meaningful for everyone, from
What if I should have,
newcomers
like,
to
made the AC
veterans.
a bit colder?
Ah, I see it now. So
Wait,
today's
pause.
theme,
Hold on. Let me get more colder AC. I'll be back in a sec. It's just right there. I got the remote with me now.
theme is all about the road to Adania, a journey step by step. I think I like that.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, is there no new class announcement today?
What? Wait, they just get straight into the class announcements? What is this? This isn't PA. They milk it. They milk the ball.
There's
outlet.
been rumors flying around. I think everyone's seen it.
Yeah, okay.
And People
It's
seem
confirmed.
almost sure it was.
Wait, I need to have like a bingo checklist. We're definitely getting a new class. Right? It's definitely Wukong, right? Like if it's not Wukong, I don't know what the hell it could be. I don't even know. Like we want Necromancer, we want Wukong. The only thing is I think it could be a female Wukong, but you know. I'm not too sure. We're definitely getting a Jade's Hammer. That's like another checklist for me. I think Anders made like a little like what we want in the Hidel Ball, sort of like bingo slot thingy. So once we hit like all like 5 thingies of a like a row of bingo, you just obviously you get bingo, right? But yeah.
It's going to be Wukong.
The outlet is
Oh yes,
excited.
we do have a new character. Last winter, I made my debut alongside Deadeye as a new
Yes.
class myself, if you remember. And today, we
Yes.
prepared another new class, but we'll be saving that for the very end of today's reveal.
Wait. There's
It's
It's been 6 months, so I guess I'm an old class now.
yeah.
now I guess we'll
already
hand
got
the
guns
stage
to the
over to
ground.
you.
Recipes that
both,
I
and
actually
then,
I might main it
you'll
still.
be sharing all the updates.
I might be still maining it. She's just not thick. She needs to be.
Shall we begin? Let's begin, chat. Let's get ready.
All right,
Let's prepare at the beginning.
I'm ready. My body's ready.
As Jessup mentioned earlier, today's Hidel Ball is all about the adventurer's journey in Black Desert, from the ancient stone chamber all the way to Edonia. There are 4 main chapters covered, each with its own theme. So let's jump into chapter 1.
All right. So they're basically gonna cover every part of
Okay, the journey begins. Chapter 1.
what it's
I'd like to begin today's reveal under the theme, The Journey Begins. We chose the theme because we wanted to share the excitement of starting a new game, helping new adventurers starting in the game filled with this anticipation get accustomed to the world is something we consider very important. So, we've been offering various benefits and tracking how effective they are, but we noticed an interesting pattern this year. While those who adapted quickly grew at an impressive pace, there were still many who struggled to get familiar with the game, a clear divide in player experience. So, going forward, we want to re-examine the entire early game journey and focus on
Yep.
improving areas that are lacking or confusing. Chat, stop spamming now. Come on, this is important stuff. So I'd first like to talk about UI
Spying are
improvements.
true.
One of the most common feedback from new adventurers is that there's too much information on the screen. In particular, notifications about enhancements or items constantly pop up at the top of the screen and
we've-
overwhelm the players.
Hold on.
And
We've already like sorted this out. Like everyone just comes in, we mute this stuff. Like I remember when I played the game in Korean. Even then, I knew how to like disable that. Like it wasn't hard. Like I think anyone who can like read just be like, okay, yeah, UI, da. And the best thing with modern games, even WoW has this now with modern WoW, is that you can go into the UI, you can search in the tab in the UI, so you don't have to like memorize the UI, like where certain settings is. You can go search pop-ups or names or I don't know, anything. You can just find it, it'll search it, it'll give you like a list of, okay, so enemy name, player name, whatever. You could just completely remove it. Oh, I don't want these pop-ups. I want the enhancement window to be up, but I don't want to like see people gathering or whatever, or I don't know, whatever.
the world map displays
Simple.
so many icons and functions at once, making it difficult for new adventurers to navigate the map through this sea of info, let alone figure out how to use them.
True.
So, the first improvement is the upper screen notifications. We're separating usual notifications from unnecessary ones, ensuring that the new adventurers aren't overwhelmed and only see what they truly need. For example, things that are not needed in the early parts of the game, such as other adventurers' item enhancement and rare drops, will be displayed by default, while info required for progress such as Black Spirit notifications will be enabled by default. We also know that the veteran adventurers must have found the top notifications inconvenient at times. For example, after a long cooking session, all the cooking complete messages would flood the screen at once, or when multiple world bosses appeared simultaneously, the notifications could get mixed up and confusing. We will address these issues as well through this update. The top notifications will be synchronized with your most recent actions to prevent the notifications from piling up and display instantly. And their effect has also been shortened and cleaned up to reduce visual clutter.
I actually like that
several
it's, like,
issues
spamming
related
me.
to notifications were
I don't know.
fixed. On
I
top
like
of this,
seeing, like,
in
back to
response
back
to popular demand, you'll be able to enable and disable guild members' enhancement notifications on your screen and chat.
I want to see when my guild leaders are enhancing. I think it's good. I actually like some of the pop-ups.
Okay, nice. We're starting off with a QOL.
Next, I would
Quality
like to
of life,
introduce
yeah.
the improvements to the world map UI. We think even veteran adventurers will really appreciate this one. You'll be able to see where your old family characters are directly on the world map at a glance. Before, if you wanted to check where your alts were, you had to open the endgame menu or go to the character selection screen. Some players even replace their portraits with world boss images to see where they are parked. Now you can simply click Manage Family Character icon at the top right of the world map to check their locations anytime.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
You can see everything on the world map now.
Manage family character. Okay.
Let's take a look at the video.
Was it like an icon we get and it's like, oh, okay.
There's a new button. Oh, it shows kind of all your
okay.
characters in a list.
Shows their energy, shows their horse.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I can see where they are.
It shows their region as well. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. We like that.
So it seems they're displayed by region.
Oh, it actually shows them in game, like on the map.
That's
oh,
nice quality of life.
That's actually pretty big.
When you zoom out, you see them.
So like each region has like a number and that shows how many characters are.
You know exactly
As we
where
saw in the
characters
video,
are.
all your family characters' locations are displayed by region and can also be clearly seen on the world map. They will be grouped together as you zoom in and out. And selecting a character from the list on the right instantly moves the camera to their location. If the characters are grouped together, they will be highlighted with an effect.
That's cool.
All the features that could be found in the Escape endgame menu will be available here too. Even the character's energy stacks and mounts can be viewed from the character list on the right. Their inventory can also be seen by selecting them from the list, and this is the most important feature. Through this feature, you no longer need to change to another character in your family to move them to a desired location. Rather than explaining in detail, let's go ahead and watch a video.
Okay. There's a lot of nice quality of life stuff at the moment, chat.
Yeah. Seems decent.
Okay.
Oh. So each character has a sub menu where you can choose to move them or you can choose to
Oh,
switch
yeah,
to them.
that's nice. Oh, there it is by nodes as well.
So yeah, you can move them through nodes now too.
Yeah, so it's not just where, you know, it's not just the main city now, you can actually move them to a node. That's nice.
That's
That's
sick.
nice.
Oh, it's all nice having everything in one UI now.
That's sick. It just like goes there in 20 minutes. Okay.
Next, as you can see, previously the character could only be moved between towns. This feature now allows characters to be moved to nodes as well, meaning you can place your characters where world or field bosses spawn, and for many other convenient purposes. Please note that the travel time remains the same as before, and moving between towns is free, but moving to nodes will cost a small amount of silver.
That's nice. I like that.
Next, I would like to talk about streamlining the world map UI. As we were developing the grouping feature on zoom-ins and outs for the management of family characters, we took this opportunity to clean up one of the most confusing aspects of the world map, the knowledge icons. Honestly, I was doing the knowledge runs myself. Those icons were often hard to spot. I would constantly zoom in, tilt the map around. We'll improve that so you can see how much knowledge you are still missing in an area, which should make things a lot easier.
That's nice.
That's really nice.
The world map is an essential UI for adventuring and offers many features, but we have heard from many new adventurers that it's still too complicated. With that in mind, we have made some major changes. First, we have separated the main menu from the sub-menu.
I like what every new player like that's watching this, like you, Leia, like you're probably watching this and saying, "Oh yeah, it's so simple now. I understand everything." But it's probably because it's in Korean. It's probably like gonna confuse you. But a lot of the stuff is like this is like the stable icon, horse, trade, like auction house, worker. You could just look at this and you kind of like you'd get an understanding. Like, what is this thing? This is a big place where you fight a boss. But yeah,
The filter at the
I
top
think once you like play the game for like a week, you'd like kind of like, you know,
focuses on most frequent used
Very
options,
easy to
making it
understand. It is
much
very
more
easy to
intuitive
understand,
to turn it on and off.
well, they're making it way easier.
We have
so
also enhanced note list
think
and
it's
search
good.
functions, so you
This
can
is a
find the
good
information
thing.
you need more easily.
new players need
Also,
to
the
have,
secondary menus in the bottom right have been removed to the top left,
should
streamlining
be
the
a
overall visual flow.
frustrating experience, you know.
With the knowledge
depending-
icons better organized, we'll keep refining the map to make it more user-friendly and polished overall.
I like this kind of unification or integration of everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, looks really good.
Okay. Next, I'd like to introduce a new integrated event page. Previously, you'd have to check the website
I
to
wanna
see
see the
what
new
was going
class.
on. Then open the quests window to accept
I
the
wanna see
event
the new
quest.
class.
Sometimes, open the world map to find the location, and get dice from the bottom right menu. The process wasn't as user-friendly, making it hard to keep track of the events, big or small. So, as you can see on the screen now, you'll be able to view all event information in-game. You can view a full list of ongoing events at a glance. Use the button to get directions to the event location, or accept the starting quest directly. It was also difficult to see how much time was left for each event. But now, events are about to end will be marked with an icon, helping you prioritize which event to do before they expire. That's actually really nice.
Yeah, I miss events all the time because I'm like, oh yeah, I got a
Next,
week,
we're going over the buff
and then
UI.
I forget.
Next is something we briefly introduced in
You'll
our
be able to
last...
see your buffs from the Mine Information page. From Combat XP to Life XP, a total of 33 different buffs will be displayed, so you can view everything at a glance without having to search for every buff individually.
Yeah?
And when you select a specific buff,
Yeah.
you'll get detailed information on where the buff is coming from. For example, if you choose Mountain EXP, you'll see exactly how it's being applied from your character's base effects and pets to advanced, training levels, and mastery. It will also display how much buff is calculated, so you can clearly understand how each one is working.
That's pretty
That's
nice.
really nice.
Okay.
It might seem a bit complex at first, but given how vast Black Desert's content is, we believe that having accurate, detailed info is essential. The new buff UI is built to make sure you're not missing anything, and we'll continue improving systems like this in future updates too.
Yeah. So the buffs in BDO are very like, this is for like people who are new, right? The buffs in BDO is something like, you have a scroll, you pop the scroll gives you extra loot. You don't want to go over like, you can't reach like 400% extra loot. You can only go up to like 300% extra loot. Those scrolls sometimes give you like, so like I'm grinding, I'm putting on like a crit buff, health buff, life steal buff, you know, like whatever. And then I put on a scroll, it's a loot scroll. These are like items, and you can toggle them on and off. Like it's not like you use it and it keeps going. The other buffs are like that. The loot scroll is like something you like generates either by paying or buying things in the game, or just playing the game for a long while. But they have like a monetary value, but they also increase your loot per hour. And this is like rare items sometimes, but this is also like just the trash items that would give you money per hour. This buff is very important to know. So when you click on your character, like you can see the portrait there. He has 5 out of 5 attack speed. He has 5 out of 5 crits. It sounds very little, but it's a lot of crit. Because that's like base modifier on top of your spells. You want to make sure like when you eat a food buff, you don't want to go over the crit cap, so you can maybe switch out to food or switch out to an elixir, etc. And it's really important to see these things.
Okay.
So it's good that you can like be more,
That's really nice.
you know.
Next is the enhancement UI improvements. There are two major changes. First, a dedicated enhancement material storage, and second, a clearer and more intuitive update to enhancement terms and functions.
Okay.
Currently, materials like
So these are cron stones. These are Valks, and this is the enhancement. So this is like, you're failing 20 times, this would be like a plus 20. This allows you to not go down in rank, and this adds an extra up to 10 extra enhance. So this is like 10, so this is 20, and then you add this is 30. So you'll have like, let's say 30. And
Advice
what are these
Valks
things?
and Valk's Cry are scattered across characters and also take up space in your Pearl inventory.
Yeah.
With the update, there'll be a new enhancement inventory. Items such as
Okay.
Cronstones, Advice
Oh, that's pretty big actually. That's pretty big. But I have a character that has all my loot scrolls, but I use maids to transfer them around. This is really quality of life for like new players. Like when you get a like one of these. So let's say could be like a plus 10. These are plus 20s. You know, etc. This might be like 25, 26, 27. Then this like maybe a 40, 43, etc. This is probably like a 100 stack. So these are like failed. They call them failed stacks. So these are like all your failed stacks. These are the Valk's Cries. They add on like a hidden kind of extra 10%. An extra 10 plus 10 fails. You can only add once per stack. So once your stack is on your character, so as I use a plus 100, I use 10, it'll be 110. When I take off the 100 stack, or I change it to, let's say, a 20 stack, it won't be 30. It would still be 20, and then you can add another one.
So
The
Valks,
blue ones are
Valks
just-
Cry, Fairy's Blessing, and Hammers will automatically be stored
bit complicated
in
if
this
you know.
inventory. This inventory can be accessed by your entire family, and the items can be used directly from it without needing to manually move them. It will be especially helpful for managing all the different types of Advice of Valks with this inventory. However, materials like Blackstone or Origin of Dark Hunger, which can be registered on the central market or have other specific uses, will still be managed on an individual character basis as before. That is a huge.
That's a huge double.
That's really good.
It's
Yeah,
really big.
that's really, really
I
nice.
have a lot of
And one of the most confusing aspects of the previous enhancement system was the stacks. Originally, stacks were meant to be a kind of compensation for failure, but became an essential part of the enhancement process. So, we've unified the terminology to enhancement chance, and streamlined related features such as Val's Cry and Devour, so they can all be used intuitively within this system.
Okay.
That's really nice. And as you can see from the UI, when you choose to increase enhancement chance, you'll be able to use Val's Cry and even Devour. As this is more convenient than the current Devour system, we expect it to be a big improvement for the veteran adventurers. And we expect the new adventurers to naturally understand it as a function to increase the enhancement chance.
Yep.
That's looking really clean.
Yeah, it is. It's
See my
really
inventory.
cool.
It even shows you like recommended.
Yeah, it
Next,
even
the
shows you
term
the recommended
use
one.
Cronstone didn't clearly communicate that this feature protects your gear during enhancement.
Yeah.
Now, it will be replaced with a much clearer term, level protection. It will also be improved so that you'll select the materials yourself when using this feature. So, this change should help prevent those accidental moments, like forgetting to use the Cronstone. Overall, this redesigned enhancement UI is aimed at reducing confusion.
I'm not
and
gonna lie, this looks complex as shit. like this looks like a literal like alchemy. Like that's what it is, right? But like we're using alchemy to like upgrade the gear, but this shit looks really complex. like I believe them when they say it looks simple, but maybe it's because it's new to me. Like there's a whole new
making
window.
the system more intuitive for new adventurers. We'll also continue to make improvements in a way that this is more convenient for our veteran adventurers to use.
Right. That's cool.
Nice.
Nice.
No more forgetting cross.
Yeah. That is
Next, while this isn't related to UI, we also prepared some benefits to help our new adventurers.
Okay.
First, to all accessories, which are seasonal items, will no longer fail enhancements at Try and below. The season server is designed as a mini version of Black Desert World for new adventurers to experience. But since it is also important for them to know that, accessories can be destroyed when enhancing, so destruction will still occur. But for only enhancements at Try and above, to make it less stressful when trying to gear up with Tuala accessories.
Yep. Okay.
And from now on, we plan to provide new adventurers with a settlement support fund about 10 billion silver. We've been analyzing data from last winter through this year and found that new adventurers typically graduate from season server in as little as 3 days, with the average of being around 9 days. We think this is a reasonable time frame, but most players graduate with about 400 million up to 1 billion silver on hand.
Okay.
I think that'd be really nice for people to get started.
While we do offer various benefits, once
So basically, new players just getting like 10 million. Okay. I'm new. By the way, I'm new. I can also. I really want 10 billion. Please give it to me.
you move to main server,
I'll
you'll
buy
need to
any
gear up
account
and start
now,
enjoying all kinds of content which requires some starting funds.
New player.
We
right?
considered providing items, but
New
honestly,
players
nothing
info.
beats silver. We believe giving silver instead would offer more flexibility and choice.
Is that a cheese?
For this reason, we will be providing
That's
all
some
new
cheese, right?
adventurers
That's a kind of
who
cheese,
graduate
right?
with a 10 billion silver support fund. We hope this will aid you in shopping on the main server or use it in any ways that help you grow. However, to prevent any potential exploits, the full amount won't be given all at once. Some will be provided through main quests and some through content. So please keep this in mind as you get started.
Okay.
That's like a good way
Yeah.
to start off, get those necessary items from the central market.
Absolutely, and you start getting like little.
Bro, you know there's gonna be some bots that are gonna abuse the hell of that. Like all those like garbage items that no one buys. There's gonna be a bot to just buy them up. It's just straight up like all the new players are like, yeah, all right, yeah, we're getting 10 bill, all right, nice. And it's like all the bot owners are like, I'm transferring that 10 bill to my main account, so boy, yeah, boy.
Like goals as well with all that kind of silver along the way.
That's worrisome.
Look at the
It's good.
silver.
It's
What
good.
do you think about it?
Next, I would like to talk about another feature that many of you have requested. Now, even if you used up all your party Black Shrine items in Hwanghae, you'll still be able to help other adventurers. Previously, you could only retry bosses and difficulties you had already cleared, but now you'll be able to challenge any boss or difficulty as many times as you'd like. There have been adventurers who have expressed frustrations over wanting to help a new guild member but couldn't
Yep.
because they've already used up their attempts.
Yep.
So we hope this update will be meaningful
That's
for those
amazing.
who want to help others. Please note, however,
I have never done a single Black Shrine boss except for throughout the quest line. Still to this day. Shoot me in the face if you want. But I do think that a game like BDO really is starved from player to player, and BDO players are super helpful, man. Like they would come and chat, they would help you. The streamers help every new chatter. Everyone's super chill. Like people are like, yeah, BDO community toxic. Like, no, we want PvP, and the PvP is toxic. You know, the PvP is like where the sweaty drama happens, but no one cares about that outside of like those top end players, or like just PvP in general. All the new players don't know about that shit. Like, you know what I mean? So like, you got to get them hooked first. You got to, the first line of, the first line of drugs is free. The dealer gives you a free taste. When you get hooked, you come back and then you want more, and that's what they get you.
if you don't have any remaining attempts, you won't be able to receive rewards.
Yeah.
We previously updated Ataraxion to allow adventurers to skip straight to the boss fight, but we are aware this also made it harder for some adventurers.
I personally think, by the way, remove the attempts on Black Shrine. I think just only allow you to get 3 rewards per week or something, and just allow you to have as many attempts as you want.
Who used to help others.
Like, let you bang your head on that boss with 100 pulls. Do 100 tries, and then you kill it on the 100th pull, and then you're like, yes, I finally did it. That is much more satisfying than like, oh, I used my 3 tries and I gotta,
progress through Ataraxion. We plan to address this by changing the way daggers are obtained. Daggers will drop from the bosses instead of being awarded as a quest reward. This
I know what that is.
This change is scheduled to go live with the update on July 10.
Okay.
That concludes our updates for new and rookie adventurers.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is
new
looks like one of the chapters being close.
Oh, and we're going to be going over the kind of a roadmap for the updates, actually.
Okay, nice. There you go.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so you can see like when these.
So you can see for us, from July 10th, we'll get the Ataraxion
July.
boss change. July 17th for us, we'll get the world map UI changes, the Black Shrine retries. July 30th, the enhancement UI changes.
And
And
well,
August,
one more thing
we'll
before
get-
we move on to the next chapter. Recently, we held a mentor and mentee event.
Yeah, we're still going over the world map. Your
Oh, okay.
spoilers. So in August, you can see.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes. So, as I said, we had mentor adapted and progressed 4 to 5 times faster than those who didn't. We found that the more support systems we provided to help new adventurers adapt, the better.
Hell yeah.
So we're planning to
Hell
expand
yeah.
these efforts in the long term
Bro.
plan as well.
Honestly,
Okay.
like veteran adventurers helping new adventurers and then both getting rewards for it. That's such a big thing. That's like, to get someone into your game, that's like the biggest thing you can do, in my opinion. It's actually chilly. One sec. I think 22 degrees was too cold for me.
It'll take some time to implement, but we're also working on revamping the Olvia area in a beginner-only zone. We're calling it Olvia School, a school for new adventurers with support from Calfee. That part of the Olvia
Alright, so let me explain Olvia. Olvia back in the day, this is for even veteran players now, didn't play as long as I did. Olvia back in the day, that's where you used to start. You didn't start at that little camp on top of an ancient stone chamber. You started in Olvia, and then you ran down and then did the wolves, and then you did like a bunch of quests, and then you got into the ancient stone chamber. Ancient stone chamber is like super like midway through the beginning quest line, and sure, you can do it like even back then. We did it in like hell. We did that in like half an hour. We were like done with the but yeah, Olvia basically became a ghost town. Like after that, like Olvia was actually full with people. I say full, but
will be rebuilt. Here, you'll be able to hone your skills by battling various monsters and try out cooking and alchemy with the designated ingredients and shared tools, helping you learn the game's basic systems and in a practical way. We plan to operate Olvia School in classes, and even after graduating, adventurers can stay connected through alumni groups with ongoing support for forming lasting in-game communities It will take some time until it's built, but since the scenery of Olvia will change significantly, we encourage those with fond memories of the area to visit there before the update goes live.
Oh,
And in
okay.
short term, we'll be refining our early game systems as introduced today. And in the long run, we're preparing an entirely new beginning area. Our goal is to help you adventurers really experience what makes Black Desert fun right from the beginning.
That sounds like a big thing.
That's really nice. I think it's important for those people just
And
starting their
this-
journey.
I feel like when they say that, so I'm pausing again, but it's a freaking React video. Like, what do you expect? When they say that, I'm thinking of like them making it so it's kind of. So they're gonna make it where people get to play as their end game version of their class, as like a kind of like tied to the story. So you'll be able to play Awakening, I don't know, Striker, and you'll be like bam, 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 and then you start off and it's like nothing like you played, but you'll be like, oh, but I wanted to play that. So you get a test, you were fighting mobs in the Black Desert or whatever, right? And you're clearly this like high level veteran kind of character. And then when you wake up, like you normally do, that's when the adventure starts. And it's like you have amnesia, you don't even know why. Because a lot of games do this. A lot of Korean games do this as well. So that's what I'm speculating. It's my speculation.
I also missed all
This chapter 1, the journey begins. We're wrapping up.
It is what it is.
11 years of Black Desert, but there can be never enough quality of life improvements, I think.
Absolutely.
These updates aren't just helpful for new adventurers as they get started. They are full of changes that make the game more comfortable for everyone. We still have
신규 모험가분들이 적응하는데 도움이 될 뿐만 아니라 우리 전체 모험가님한테도
Okay.
편안해지는 내용들 많이 있지 않았나?
we still have plenty more to share today.
Yeah.
Next up is chapter 2, which is going to focus on getting familiar with the world of Black Desert. So let's dive right in and see what's coming next.
Into the wide world. Chapter 2. We're growing, chat. We're growing.
Okay.
Next updates for those still getting familiar with the game. Since a lot of these are quality of life updates, veteran adventurers may also find these updates useful. Once again, UI updates come first, which start with what so many adventurers have been anticipating, the all-in-one preset.
Oh.
This is not the first time I'm talking about the all-in-one preset, and I've always felt sorry for
All-in-one
making you
preset.
wait. But now I'm happy to say that it's almost ready to be released. With the all-in-one preset, you'll be able to view all your various settings on a single screen. What really makes this feature shine is that your preset will automatically apply when you enter specific content. Take the Arena of Solari, for example. Am I going a bit too far ahead? Yeah, sorry, chat. There we go. Take the Arena of Solari, for example. You can now pre-select your preferred preset in advance, just like what is shown right now. If you're out PvEing and get matched up for the Arena of Solari, your settings will automatically switch to your preset for the arena. And they'll switch back to the default settings after the match. In this way, you'll be able to set up presets for each type of content. It would be easier to join Guild League as well. However, while Carolyn's buff has become essential, it's causing issues in various content like the Guild League. We considered extending its duration, but honestly we feel it's better to remove unnecessary upkeep altogether to simplify things, both now and for the future. So, we're gradually phasing out Amity buffs, like Carolyn's and Alison's. Now, you might be thinking, how are we going to deal with BR classes from now on? That's a fair concern, and we'll be addressing it shortly after. Going back to all-in-one preset. I am zooming, chat. I am zooming. I'm very sorry. At first, it was going really fast, and then I'm like, yeah.
So the idea is to kind of make everything a bit easier to
Yeah.
update and simplify.
Bro, I live cooking though.
We're
I live
addressing it
cooking.
shortly after.
Right.
Going back to the all-in-one preset, definitely didn't get here already, the auto-switching feature is currently being tested. So, and it is being planned to launch in August 28th update. We apologize for the extra wait, and we want to ensure it's fully polished and delivers the convenience it's meant to offer for all adventurers. Sorry, Chen, I was zooming. I thought I was actually behind. But, well, next up, Adventure Log Reward Integration. Adventure Logs are play a crucial role in progression by boosting key stats like AP and DP. But with stat rewards spreading across multiple logs, trying to collect them all can feel overwhelming. With this update,
Yeah,
completing
it does.
just Eagle Bartali's adventures will grant you all the stat rewards, including AP, DP, Accuracy and Evasion, Max Stamina, MP, and HP.
Let's go
Igor's
Bartali.
got it all. Igor has got it all.
Brother,
Becoming more.
thank fuck. Thank fuck. Thank fuck. I don't know anyone who wants to do the freaking adventure logs other than to get those stats. I need to go do that on NA, but thank fuck. Igor's is the best adventure log. It's the easiest. It's long, but it's good. Get it done. Get the free AP and DP and, well, apparently max HP and stamina as well. Fuck the other logs. Brother, I've been putting open. I think I have all the AP, but like.
More famous now.
Now,
By the to explain this to like new people, this is something that these logs are like little side quests. So they're like little checkpoints for you to like. It's like a little mini game within the questing to like check to see if you did it, you know. So something could be like, go kill 4 wolves, and then it's like, and then now go to this area and tan the wolves, you know, or skin them, or drive your boat, or get to like a certain island in time, or make a health potion. They're like quests, but they're more like, it's like a logbook. I can't really explain it other than that. So
you
yeah.
might wonder
That's
what
like
the other
yeah.
adventure logs offer now. To address this, we're adding special rewards like colored titles to them,
Okay.
turning them into challenge or objective-based content. In short, they'll become optional rather than mandatory. For adventurers who've already completed these logs, the rewards will be distributed right after the update.
I'm sorry for you, the
If you haven't yet, the choice is entirely yours. So for new adventurers are also immediately met with the mandatory quests, like those for the campsite or tier 5 pet, right after starting the game. But with
Yeah.
more mandatory quests added over time, many new adventurers have found the early game overwhelming. We're
Yep.
working on improving this experience
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
That said, we'd like to ask for your understanding. For instance, even after simplifying Blackstones, we ended up introducing a new one later on. Sometimes when adding new content, new items are inevitably introduced, and so are quests. While we aim to minimize this, some additions are simply unavoidable as the game grows.
True.
That's why going forward, we want to put more focus on reorganizing existing content. So before we add something new, we'll make
Excuse me. Alright. Wrong hole. Anyways. The whole all those items that are like green and blue, that are like no one ever uses, like not even beginner players. It's cool to have them in the game, but there's no use for them. You get them, you can turn them into stones. We had a system back in the day where we had group looting. And this made a lot of money for a lot of players, including myself, where we would grind a place like Sawsons, where they added a chance for pieces of gear to be upgraded already, so you can find like a plus 14. I don't think you can find 15s, but you can find a plus 14. And what we had it was like, I don't know what they call it. I think it was called I don't know. It was like marketplace looting, where the loot, you pick it up and you wouldn't loot it yourself. It would just auto sell to the marketplace, and players could buy it from there, but it would always sell. Like it would like instantly sell for the price. And if there was a player that had a pre-order, they would get it. So it was like the most simplest way to just. So you'd be like grinding, you'd pick up a plus 2, a plus 8, a plus 5, a plus 7, you know, whatever. And then you get a plus 14, and it's like, ooh, you just made 10 mil there, and it felt good. I really wish they brought that back. And I think everyone who has those like enhanced and base blue and green items, sure, like allow you to keep them, but give us something that can like, I don't know, like if you have a bunch of plus 14s or whatever, or bunch of any piece of tier, maybe convert it into like a valuable resource. Not a lot, not the most valuable resource, but like a valuable resource like cron stones, I don't know, or pity cron stones, I don't know, something. And just give us like a way where it's not maybe silver per se, but maybe it's just like useful, that because we're never going to sell it. No one wants to sell it. Or no one wants to buy those because no one needs them. Because Tuvala and all those other pieces of gear exist, so
make sure we'll make it a priority, to clean up, streamline, and polish what's already there to make the game more manageable and enjoyable for everyone.
I think that's really important, actually. Like,
Yeah.
for people not
I
just
agree.
feel overwhelmed, but like burdened by having so much stuff.
Yeah, and it's the thing, like, for, I think it was like last year or maybe the year before, we had like this whole part of like integration, like trying to consolidate a lot of stuff. You know, new things come into the game, right, chat? So of course,
Yeah.
it's gonna grow.
Now let's talk about the seed pouch.
Seed
This is
pouch.
Klaus
Oh, yeah.
Oldmund seed pouch. We have been working on making seeds stackable, but since that is taking longer than expecting, we are offering this temporary solution. This pouch is for storage only. You won't be able to plant directly from it. While I've been focusing on
Wait, hold on. I'm guessing they're gonna give us like some epic. What do you call them? Like the map and the compass. What do they call it again? Treasure items. I think they're gonna give us another treasure item. Honestly, I think they should. And I think. If they do that, it would be so much better to like for the collectors. So if they add a new treasure item, it'll just be something that you just go and pick up, and then you just be like, oh yeah, okay, so this is like the farming one, and then you do a whole bunch of different farms. Maybe you have to like plant some different plants or 1,000 thingies, and after like a random chance, you just get it. I like that it's random and kind of like drop rated based, but you know, I'll regret it because I used to farm a lot. Like farming was actually my favorite pass. Like so farming was like one of those where you can grind, and then farming would just, whilst you're online, you would just passively get your plants to grow, and you just had to log over, pick them up, and then log back over. So I had like my archer be my farmer. So he has like farming gear and stuff. It's really good, and he had extra back
just
slots,
one
so it was
crop,
just win.
many adventurers prefer growing a wider variety. Klaus Oldmund seed pouch comes with 50 slots, but we'll consider increasing that in the future if needed. We hope this pouch helps adventurers who had trouble with inventory space when storing different types of seeds.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Nice quality of life. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's really good. I have an alt with like 100 something slots, so but yeah.
It is also easy to obtain. Once you reach farming skill 1, simply interact with Oldmund Manager to get it. Please note that only one pouch can be obtained per family.
Okay.
Okay.
Next up, using energy from your alt characters. Previously, energy-based content often required switching to the character with energy you needed.
Nice.
Just as we've enabled node investments via the world map using alt character's energy, we are planning to extend alt's energy usage to other contents as well.
Nice.
That is nice.
Recently,
So basically, energy is something that your characters just gets. It has nothing to do with combat or anything. It's just a resource you get because, let's say you want to go milk a cow, that costs energy. If you want to go take up plants, that costs energy. And that energy restores within time, so you can only ever get so much. Like everyone has the same amount of energy. The energy scales depending on how much you play the game. So you'll start off with 1 energy, or something like that, maybe 2. You do a few quests, you have 5 energy. You do a whole main quest, you have 50 energy. You do some levels, you have 75 energy, you know, and it just builds up. And then at some point you'll have like around like what I have is like 400 energy. This is a resource that's like really good for investing into nodes, long stuff. I'm explaining this, by the way, chat, just because there's some people in my chat who I want to explain, and it's a life skilling kind of resource. See it like a mobile phone kind of game, kind of like you can't summon this unit yet because you have to wait till your coins are regenerated or your gems. But it's like it's so casual. And then what they're basically saying is that now you can use energy from all the other characters. So each character have their own energy. So if you have a lot more characters, so like let's say total, I probably have like let's say 7,000 energy because I have so many characters with like 400 energy, right? They all have the same energy. So it's not a character per character base energy point. It's all your characters have the same energy because all your characters are kind of like in one family. It's like their count is called their family. So
we improved the hiring
Or you can
system,
just use
so
it
you
from
can
any-
hire workers from other towns.
Yeah.
And adding to that, you'll be able to use energy of your alt characters when hiring them.
Yep.
If these changes were made along with updates like contribution points, cost reduction for nodes, and new production nodes in Ulukita and Kaplan, it would be much convenient for many adventurers. We regret that this improvement is coming so late, but still, better late than never. And we are committed to make it happen.
Yep.
Additionally, you'll be soon able to use alt characters energy at the Patricio shop as well.
Nice.
They were working on that too. These are all for making adventures' lives easier.
Yep.
That's nice. It's really, really nice.
It is. It is good. It is good.
Next up, the screen may be familiar for those enjoying life skill content. These are silver embroidered life clothes. These have been must-haves for life skillers for about 8 years, and beloved by many adventurers.
Yep.
However, after the Manos patch, their only real purpose has been the life EXP boost,
Yep.
and constantly swapping outfits for that has been a hassle.
Okay.
So, we've decided to let most silver embroidered life clothes go. Except for the traders and farmers clothes that don't provide a mastery buff, all other silver embroidered life skill clothes will be removed, and their effects like life EXP boost, cooking time reduction, and processing success rate will be added to the Manos clothes. Those who already own silver embroidered life clothes will receive compensation based on their enhancement level. You'll get silver up to duo, and from Tri and above, you'll receive a Jin, Bon, or 1 Dawn Crystal Life EXP based on the enhancement level. You have to.
How much you want to bet? There's a bunch of people buying the clothes right now. Like, they're all sold out because they want those crystals, because those crystals are going to be valuable. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a life skiller. +5 will give you 5 other crystals. +5 was really hard to get. Like life skilling clothes, it was like a whole different enhancing system.
We're keeping the name of the Dawn Crystal because it uses the same slot unlocked by equipping the old Charizard accessory. This slot is now available when equipping Creon accessories. Crafting Jin Bon 1 Dawn Crystals, Life EXP would look like this. You can use pre-existing materials to craft them. It's pretty nice. While we're introducing life skill content, let me add one more thing. You know how processing works, right? It can be a bit frustrating when processing fails, so we're looking to improve it. First, with this patch, we're planning to add the processing success rate effect from the silver embroidered craftsman clothes to the Manos craftsman's clothes. Also, if your gear isn't fully optimized yet, to reduce the number of processing failures, there'll be an increase in the base processing success rate. That is pretty nice.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
I don't life skill.
so next up, let's look at the screen first, shall we? Now,
Oh my lord, that's a lot.
this is the current shortage of
This is all cosmetics and enhancements. This is like your Pearl inventory. This is
Pearl inventory slots. While number of outfits are
I
growing,
play the
the
game.
shortage of
I'm
Pearl
a
inventory slots
known
remain
gamer,
an
you know.
ongoing issue. We are working on various solutions like a dressing room and so on.
artisan.
But since those will take more time, we are implementing the quickest improvement possible. So, we're introducing 2 new items.
Just give us a big about it.
Patricio's extra large apparel bag and
Okay.
Nerve's carry-on bag. Patricio's extra large apparel bag, as the name suggests, is a storage dedicated to outfits. As you can see, it has 40 slots. So, compared to the existing Patricio's apparel bag, it offers much more space. Each family can have up to 5 of these, and they are obtainable through the loyalty shop. This adds a total of 200 extra Pearl inventory slots just for outfits,
Just so
which means that the current shortage of Pearl inventory will be in a better state.
that's good.
Unlike... Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. Next up is the Nerve's carry-on bag, and unlike the apparel bag, this item specializes in quick swap rather than storage. When you
Okay.
opened it, you'll see an equipment-style UI instead of a bag, allowing you to assign outfits for each slot. With
Okay.
a single click on swap, you can instantly change your entire outfit.
That's-
While the original Patricio's apparel bag,
The original bag used to do that already, but now you can kind of like choose.
also had a swapping feature. It
Yeah.
stored more outfits for all the different slots, leading to some issues depending on gear slots.
Yeah,
Nerve's
yeah.
carry-on bag addresses these problems and is designed specifically for easy outfit
Great.
swapping. Nerve's
It's
carry-on
just
bag
cosmetic,
is
by the
also
way.
available for purchase, up to 12 per year from the loyalty shop.
Okay.
With these storage items comes bittersweet news as well. The existing Patricio apparel bag will no longer be obtainable,
What?
and its outfit swapping feature will also be removed.
What?
It would be ideal.
No, man. Why? I spent all my loyalties on those damn bags, man.
To keep the item and its features, but due to the slot occupancy issues, this change is unavoidable, and we ask for your understanding.
What?
Sorry, chat, but we've got some really good things instead of this, which is really nice.
Wait, the owners of the Patricia badge.
Okay, so adventurers who already own Patricio Apparel
Okay.
bag will receive Mer's carry-on bag equal to the number of their bags owned. And while you won't be able to get Patricio's apparel bag anymore, you'll still be able to use the ones you already own for the extra storage. Moving on.
I'm mad. I'm happy and I'm mad and I'm happy again now. But I'm still mad. Just leave it in the game. Like, what? Because of some issues? Fix the issues then. Like, what?
Let's talk about a new feature coming to mains. Who have been with us for the past 9 years.
Oh boy.
You'll soon be able to designate a main mate and fully customize their appearance. Previously, maids came with preset looks, which may not have suited everyone's tastes. Now, you can create your own unique maid character. For example, you can set your maid as a shy dressed in a shy exclusive outfit and create your own cutie pie maid. Or go with a giant and have a
Excuse me? Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got him. There's no fucking cutie pie shies, nothing, okay? We don't like shies. They're support bots. That's what we call them. We leave them as that. Support bots. There's no... What? Cute? Shy?
the big sturdy butler
Feds,
by your
get him.
side,
Get him
using
out.
a
Get his ass.
conversion stone
Yeah.
available at the pill shop. Outfits can be converted
Wait, hold on.
into
What did you
maids
say? Sorry.
and
Never
create
mind.
your own cutie pie maid. Or go with a giant and have a big sturdy butler by your side, using
yeah.
a conversion stone available at the pill shop. Outfits can be converted into maid exclusive outfits. These outfits can be extracted like regular outfits, or reverted back.
That's kind of smart. They sell more outfits because of the... Oh my god, bro. But I'm making a... I'm making a ninja maid, bro.
Using a conversion stone if needed.
Archer. Who would be the best maid? I'm making Valk.
Once you set your main
Big
maid,
ass Valk.
they'll greet you every time you'll use the maid function, replacing the default maid. We're also adding small interactive features. For example, when you board a wagon, your maid will take the driver's seat, while your character rides alongside and rests. We plan to expand these interactions further. Since this is your personal maid, you'll also be able to name them and even chat with them. And we're experimenting with
Okay,
AI
okay, this is getting too far now. It's getting too far. But running,
features.
running.
Chat with them.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Dating sim.
One important note here, we're intentionally avoiding any gameplay advantages
And
with
they've
the main
literally said
maid.
it.
We
Oh
don't want it
boy.
to become a
Oh.
must-have or affect balance. This is purely meant to be a fun, customizable feature for you to
I like this. This is a good thing they had. I don't care if it's creepy or weird. It's good.
enjoy your own personal companion.
You'll always have friends.
See what chat's saying.
Coming up next, let's set the improvements aside for a while and introduce some content.
Alright, alright.
It is what we have mentioned before, the Blue Battlefield.
Okay,
This is where guilds clash on waters with ships, which is going to be enabled PvP content.
okay.
This content was originally brought up at Hidel Ball 2021, but was at a halt for several issues. Letting it go wasn't easy for us, because this concept of naval fleet battle was one of the content we wanted to make happen the most in the world of Black Desert. So this year, with our everlasting passion, we came up with solutions for some critical issues and gave it one more try.
Oh.
We found out that Occupation Node War rules fitted in surprisingly well and came out more enjoyable than expected. So we decided to make it go live.
Okay.
The Blue Battlefield will take place in two regions, the Balano Sea and the Calfian Sea.
Okay.
We'll kick things off in the Balano Sea first this summer.
Ooh.
The rules are similar to Occupation Node War. Guilds can register up to 20 members for the battlefield. However, for your participation to affect fort count, over half of your registered members must actually participate. Depending on how many guilds join, forts will spawn across random islands in the Balano Sea. Capturing a fort or destroy at least 10 enemy ships is the minimum condition for rewards.
Ooh.
As with the Occupation Node War, at the end of the battlefield, the guild that is occupying the fort wins.
Ooh.
Since the Blue Battle is a naval battlefield, the role of your characters is minimal, and instead, fleet combat is the core of...
I'm not gonna lie. This seems way more interesting than the regular PvP. Like BDO PvP is good, right? And I'm actually interested. I'm actually weirdly interested in this because I want to play what's that game called? The Thieves, Sea of Thieves. But BDO version. If they make the siege the ship combat better, like it's already okay, but if they make it really good, bro.
all tactics and strategies. We are expecting intense cannon battles, so in order to create fights that are actually fun, we have added two special rules to keep things interesting.
Yep.
First, all ship movements are halved. All ships participating in the Blue Battlefield will have their movements-related stats such as speed, accel, turn, and brake reduced by 50%.
What?
It might feel a bit sluggish compared to normal sailing.
That's a bad change. We want the speed. We want the speed. I don't care. I hate the slow ships. I like being on the zoomy boys.
But the current ship speed is too fast for naval combats.
Alright, fair enough.
This change is meant to encourage more strategic and enjoyable sea battles.
Okay.
Second, you cannot repair ships during the battle.
Oh.
Maintaining your fleet is key in this content, and thus revive items like Tears of the Wind are also disabled.
Oh.
If your ship is destroyed, you will have to turn to wharf, repair, and set sail again. To prevent players from being stranded at sea, we'll provide a traveler's map with a short cooldown, specifically designed for the blue battlefield.
That's nice.
Alright, that's pretty good.
Sounds really interesting.
And obviously, even if your ship is destroyed during the blue battlefield, your sailors won't suffer any penalties, so charge into combat.
Right.
Now let's talk about
I like that. I like that. They're focusing on it being efficient, speedy, like speedy in terms of getting into it, and not severely punishing. Just let you go in and have some fun. That's what PvP should be about.
the
It should
roles
be
and
fun.
synergies of different ship types. Since the blue battlefield is a guild scale battle, how you manage your fleet is crucial. First, the guild galley serves as a flagship. In the blue battlefield, the ship becomes extremely durable, and compared to other ship types, it can deal much more damage against force.
Alright,
So utilizing this flagship is the
But
key.
check the size of that ship compared to the other fucking ships, man. What the hell? The Titanic ain't got shit on that motherfucker.
Key to victory. However, you cannot make use of multiple galleys.
Okay.
Only one elite galley is allowed per
Yeah,
guild.
yeah. That's good.
This is to reduce burden of constructing and improving multiple galleys for the content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one guild galley. That's good. That's good.
So, for carracks are better at destroying enemy fleets, serving as your main combat units. Protecting the flagship, the guild galley,
I like this.
while destroying enemy fleets will be their main mission.
Alright.
I said that once the blue battlefield begins, all
Karak is
ships
what I got.
will have their movement stats reduced by 50%. Please note that this movement stat reduction may vary depending on the ship type. The Panoxons will act as tanks, breaking enemy formations. They'll receive buffs on their defense, and their smooth turn skill will go through a revamp. Instead of turning just 45 degrees, it can now spin 180 degrees in place, which allows quickly firing cannons from both sides. Panoxons can hold its position and stay strong for a long time, while disrupting
I didn't know I
enemies
wanted
with
this.
fast fires,
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know I wanted this content, but now I see this and I'm like, yeah.
making them game changers in fleet battles. And finally, Etheria Galleons are also eligible for battle, and this ship can become a wildcard. Etheria Galleons are extremely tough, but their attacks are relatively weak. In order to make their balance suitable for the content, we plan to slightly lower its defense and boost its attack. Guilds with more galleons may have an advantage, but they'll also draw more attention from rivals. Now, after all these explanations on the blue battlefield, you may think, isn't this just another naval node war? And honestly, you're right.
It is.
It will run 6 days a week, except Saturday, following the same time schedule as the regular node war. In other words, you could think of it as a standalone naval node war.
Okay. I see no problems there.
At first, we considered simply adding naval combat to the existing node war, but for all the Carrack owners who've been waiting for naval combat content so patiently, and for those who've made ocean content their main focus, we wanted to offer something special, a dedicated experience just for you. That's why we've completely excluded character stats, and designed this content to be all about your ship. This isn't about splitting the current Node War player base. Instead, we're creating an entirely new pool of participants.
I like that.
So it's actually really, really nice.
I actually like
I think
that.
it's going to be really cool.
I actually
Interesting
like
to
that.
see what guilds get involved with this. And since ships are the center
I
of this
fucking like
mode,
that.
it's naturally a bit more accessible and lighter compared to the original Node War. The rewards are also completely different, setting this content apart. Let's look at the rewards now then.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, we have designed helpful
Give us
buffs
some of the
for
horse,
adventurers who enjoy
the
seafaring,
electric horse.
alongside guild funds and gold bars as well. Reward boxes will also include item to reroll the stats of sea crystals, and chests with yellow or red grade sea crystals, according to a set probability. To sum it up,
I think they should give us some stuff for the normal PvPers and also for PvEers and also for other life skills. I think it should just be like a slew of different rewards.
the Blue Battlefield is a naval PvP mode that borrows the rules of the current Node War, focusing on ships. I would say this mode is for both seasoned and aspiring captains, and
That's
delivering
great. That's
a new,
amazing.
enjoyable experience has been our top priority when developing it. We'll put the greatest effort to make it enjoyable till the very last. Okay, that includes Chapter 2. Now let's take a look at when the update is coming on screen.
Okay, we see all the dates
See
again.
from most of them are coming
Ooh.
July.
July 30th.
통합 프리셋과 대표 메이드를 제외하면 모두 7월까지 마무리 예정입니다. 잘 준비해서 선보이도록 하겠습니다.
The Ranger.
네. 챕터 2의 내용도 정말 꾹꾹 눌러서 담은 느낌이 있었는데 대표
오케이.
메이드에 왜 하필이면 자이냐라는 그런 얘기도 재밌었던 것
The
같습니다.
maids on the
좀 여러 가지
September.
유용한 기능들 많이 담아놨는데 저는 모험일지 개편 같은 경우가 참 적응하기
really,
힘들어하시는 분들에게는
stood out
많이
to me.
재밌다라는 생각이 좀 듭니다.
As someone still getting used to
기본
things,
내용,
I really appreciate it.
편의성 개선도 굉장히 많았고요.
Plenty of quality of life upgrades were introduced, including energy surge, a seed bag, an alpha pack with a sneak peek at the blue battlefield. But I think it's time to go to Edania, so let's see what's next in the next chapter together.
다음 챕터 가보시죠.
Okay. We're now on chapter 3, Beyond the Desert Sands, chat. We are leveling up.
We're getting there. Getting
We're
to
getting
Edania.
there. I know people are excited for other stuff. Don't worry, chat. We're on our way. Okay. Now, this chapter is titled
We all
Beyond
want
the
to
Desert Sands.
look. We all want to see the freaking new class. Just let us get the new class. I don't care. I want to see it. I want to skip to that point. I don't want to miss the other stuff, but I want to see the new class.
These are for those who settled in the world and gotten the hang of Black Desert.
Alright.
Our previous topics were a bit lighter, but since this chapter is just before heading to Edania, we've included some advanced content. Since we have a lot to cover, let's dive right in. Okay, so first up is a new content called Alan Serban's Landscape. In Black Desert, many adventurers spend a long time aiming to find specific treasures. That passion for reaching your goals is truly inspiring, but that challenge can feel overwhelming or even keep some from trying it at all. We've been thinking about it a lot because it's important to honor those who've reached these treasures after all those obstacles. So simply lowering the difficulty wasn't an option, but leaving things as they are didn't feel quite right either. So, we're proposing a new way of treasure hunting, which is called Alan Serban's Landscape.
Okay.
The landscape painting you see here is a magical frame that captures the scenery of treasure monster zones, like Historia Ruins or Ackerman Temple.
Okay.
It's based on the Veneda frame, found in Tariff.
Yeah.
The idea is that by imbuing the frame with a spell, the energy of the specific location fuses with your character temporarily.
Okay.
While in this state, you gain a powerful effect. You can obtain treasure materials from that monster zone, even while subjugating in a different location. For example, if you activate the landscape of Historia Ruins, even at
Brother, this chick is getting it. This chick right here, she knows what's up. She's just there like, yes, Mr. J has answered my prayers. Brother, Liam is going to be so high, bro. He's never going to go back to... This man has been grinding Upper Sequoia for like plus 200 hours. He is never going back to Upper Sequoia. Neither am I, bro. I'm never starting, bro. I did that shit like 20 hours max. Bro, Upper Sequoia is the worst. There's important stuff there. It's a ring that gives you more money in the game. You need 4 pieces of it or something. Long story short, yeah. I won't say this is easier, but regular mobs dropping rare items, so you can still grind your main zone or whatever zone you want and not be forced to grind in a shithole zone. Oh my god. Wait, could you grind 2 pieces? Could I grind like Orlan's whilst having the Sequoia Priest? I wonder. That'd be crazy. I'm going back to Orlan's.
monster zones
Let's
other
go.
than History Ruins such
Let's
as Golden
fucking
Pit
go,
Cave
bro.
or
Holy
Dark
shit.
Secret's Retreat. Compass materials obtainable from History Ruins will sometimes drop,
Oh, that's
but
pretty cool.
you won't be able to use it in every monster zone. The landscape will only be available in zones with 300 plus AP requirement. I'm sorry, I was a bit of head down. See, there we are.
Kind of like a treasure item drop event on
Yeah.
demand.
To activate the landscape, you'll need a scenery item obtainable from each treasure monster zone.
Oh, so you
For
need to-
example, if you defeat monsters in History Ruins,
Sure, you
you
get
can
the
obtain Scenery of Historia. The landscape will react upon using the scenery item and activate a number of spell charges equal to
300
item
AP.
use.
Hold on.
Defeating monsters
300 AP zones. That means you need to be really geared, right? 300. What is my AP? I think I'm like... I thought... Yeah, we're not on 400 AP. We're definitely on 300. I think I'm like right above 300 AP. I think I'm like 312 or something. I don't remember. That's how long I haven't played BDO. I'll check after
will
this.
spell activated with spell activated will consume spell charges. Think of it as working similarly to Agra's Fever.
Okay.
Yeah, treasure.
Oh.
Think of it, beating monsters will spell activated.
Wait, hold on.
History. The landscape will react upon using the scenery item and activate a number of spell charges equal to item use. Defeating monsters will spell activated with spell activated will consume.
So you still need to go to the zone. You need to get the thing that is a chance to drop. So it's like a rare drop, maybe not too rare. You get it. You put the portrait in the area, and then you can activate that portrait. That will work like an Agris. So every day when you grind, they're basically giving you treasure item Agris. Agris is this thing that it gives you more loot. That's amazing. I love
charges.
this.
Think of it as
Because you won't be able to just grind indefinitely at the best spot and then get all the treasure items. You'll have to still kind of go back or wait for the day to reset, and then you get it. So that will actually incentivize people to actually go and grind and then give you treasure items that way. So I think that's pretty good. I think this is a really good change.
working similarly
I
to
like this.
Agra's Fever.
Treasure Fever.
Yeah, treasure.
Treasure Fever, yeah.
Okay. I was ahead of it. Okay, no, I'm behind. This also means you can collect scenery items, characters of History ruins, and type characters on your desired monster zone. You can consume the scenery of History. However, it doesn't mean that using the scenery increases your drop rate or anything like that. It only enables the item to drop in other zones, and even then at a fixed lower rate than it would in the original monster zone. And just in case you're wondering, does this really work? Just like scroll written in ancient language, default guaranteed items are also included in the item drop table. This content's goal is completely tearing down the walls of treasure hunting, but rather giving you a bit more breathing room. We've designed it to stop adventurers from being stuck in one zone and let them breathe some different air from time to time.
Yep.
Also, you don't have to keep party zones running, because once you've obtained enough scenery items, you'll be able to go after the treasure items solo. We think this will be a nice
Okay, hold on. No one wants to grind solo. Group content is what we want. Like I hate that they're still okay. Fucking sake, man. Fucking PA, man. PA. I know English is not your main language. Trust me. People who like to PvE, there is a big base of people that literally just want to play the game with their friends. I want to go with my new buddy who's playing the game. I want to go with Liam and play the game. And I want us three to play in this area where, sure, one of them might be getting carried. I might be the middle person, and then my friend who's playing the game a lot more than me. Like, give us more zones. Give us high-end zones. Give us more mid-tier zones. Just give us more. Update the 3-man spots. Give us Sawzons back and make it 5-man or 3-man. Like, give us 5-man zones as well. Like Orleans is fun because it's a group spot. Like, and don't be like, oh, dude, this Orleans place, man, you guys can finally leave there because, getting 3 people, man, what a hassle. Oh, brother, am I right? Like, no, it's fun. It actually makes me play the game more. I don't know.
advantage for many players. For now, each scenery item can only be obtained from the monster zones, but as we monitor the overall trend, we're planning to gradually add more resources for obtaining them. Our current focus is to make sure this content finds its place and make the treasure hunting experience a bit more flexible.
Yeah, that's good. It is good.
Next up is an update many adventurers have been requesting for a long time. We're revamping the Alchemy Stone
Let's go.
system, chat.
I was actually going to say, hold on. I was actually going to say this. I actually do think, the Alchemy Stone is going to be something that, that is getting updated. And I thought they would give us a new Alchemy Stone. I should say I thought they would have given us a new Alchemy Stone.
It is happening. It is now. Alchemy Stones are a key progression goal for our top tier adventurers, but we've received a lot of feedback that the system is too complicated. There were 2 main issues. First, the level and grade systems were too complex. Yeah? Second, the system itself was unfriendly and difficult to progress through. To fundamentally address these problems, we've prepared this revamp. Previously, Alchemy Stones had 8 levels from Imperfect to Shining, and each was split into 4 color grades, white, green, blue, and yellow. It was just too complicated, so moving forward, we're simplifying both the levels and grades, and as you can see, levels will now be reduced to 6. Imperfect, Sturdy, Sharp, Splendid, Splendid, and Shining. Each level will now only have 1 grade yellow. Adventurers with alchemy stones of the removed grades will be compensated with silver based on the grade of the stone. The UI layout will be improved along with levels and grades. Unlike other equipment, Alchemy Stone has a two-step progression system, gaining EXP through polishing and leveling up through growth. This led to going back and forth between the tabs, making progression a tedious task. With the update, recharging growth can be done on the same screen. And you can probably see something else there, chat. There's also some changes to the growth difficulty. First, the success rate will now be displayed. Also, using Cronstone when attempting growth on an Alchemy Stone will prevent it from being destroyed even if you fail. The Ancient Anvil system is also being added. You'll be guaranteed to level up your Alchemy Stone after a certain number of failures. However, for the highest level Shining Alchemy Stone, its rarity and prestige will result in the amount of Agris Essence required to use the Ancient Anvil being set to a very high number. Okay, the overall success rates for Alchemy Stones will also be slightly increased, but for the Shining Alchemy Stone, to honor the effort of so many adventurers who've overcome countless failures to craft the Shining Alchemy Stones, the difficulty will remain high.
Oh, here's a video.
Okay, next up, let's watch this video.
Warrior. Oh wait, that's the offhand. Wait, we're getting Silvering offhand. Okay. All right. I thought they said they weren't, brother. I should have called this, man. I should have freaking called this. So that what he just showed is the shield, and it took me a while because I was like, oh yeah, warrior, right? Shield, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, what are they showing? They're showing it's a sovereign weapon, and then I remember like it's actually not a sovereign offhand. There's only Blackstar offhands, which is really weird because it's like that should have been a given. But then they said when they added the sovereign weapon, they said they're not adding it. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna comment in the comment section and say this, but I'm pretty sure they didn't add the sovereign weapon. Well, sorry, when they added the sovereign weapon, they said that they wouldn't add the sovereign weapon offhand. So that should have been on my bingo thingy. I'm calling bingo.
Okay, very nice. Woo-woo.
I think many adventurers have been.
Many adventurers were speculating on this as the reveal of the new item, Sovereign Sub-Weapon.
Yeah.
Many adventurers had a feeling it was coming, but everyone is asking, what kind of stats will it have? Shall we take a look at the effects first?
Of
Let's
course.
take a look. Ooh.
Oh.
Look at that AP, chat. Look at the AP. No.
Many adventurers got this right.
The Sovereign Sub-Weapon combines the power of both Nova and Kutum. Its enhancement levels are the same as those for
Combines the power of both Nuver and Kutum. Monster damage, raw AP. That's a hell of a weapon, bro. Holy mother.
main and awakening weapons, comprised of 10 levels. The difficulty is also identical. There are 3 different crafting methods for the Sovereign Sub-Weapon. Since it has the effect of 2 weapons 1, it does require a bit more materials compared to main or awakening weapons.
Yeah.
First, you can use 2 Pen Black Star sub-weapons, plus 1 Gem of Twilight. Second, you can use a Pen Black Star sub-weapon, 1 Pen Khatum sub-weapon at Capris level 20, and a Pen Nova sub-weapon at Capris level.
I want to log on and buy a freaking Kutum right now. I have a Pen Nuver. I don't have a Pen Kutum because I have a Black Star. I have a reason to have Kafras again. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. Everyone, like, this news has been out, like, for already, like, 12 hours. I'm, like, 12 hours too late. Like, all the offhands are like, the offhand marketplace today is going to, like, quadruple in price, at least. I'm fucked.
Pen Black Star sub-weapon, 1 Pen Khatum sub-weapon at Capris level 20, and a Pen Nova sub-weapon at Capris level 20. Or third, a Pen Black Star sub-weapon, a one
Wait, hold on. So,
pen.
hold on.
Second,
Sorry.
you can use 2 Pen Black Star sub-weapons, plus 1 Gem of Twilight. Second, you can use a Pen Black Star sub-weapon, 1 Pen Khatum sub-weapon at Capris level 20, and a Pen Nova sub-weapon.
Wait.
A Pen Black Star sub-weapon, 1 Pen plus 1 Gem of Twilight. Second, you can use a Pen Black Star sub-weapon, 1 Pen Khatum sub-weapon at Capris level 20, and a Pen Nova sub-weapon at Capris level 20.
Okay.
Or third, a Pen Black Star sub-weapon, a 1 Gem of Twilight, and a new item called Gem of the Primordial.
Okay, so I still need to have a Pen Black Star. Okay. But I don't need 2 pen black stars.
Gem of the
That's pretty
Primordial
good.
is a new item, and we'll
That's
get
pretty good.
to how to obtain it. We'll get to know how to obtain it shortly. Also,
That's interesting.
just like main and awakening weapons, sovereign solve weapons gain additional visual effects at pen and alt.
Okay.
Please note that they cannot be registered in the central market.
Yeah.
Next up, let's watch another clip.
Oh, it's Wansu from the past.
Yes, it's Wansu from last year's ball.
It's Wansu from the past.
Wait,
yeah.
is
He's talking about a Dine Ardu Doom thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like combining the horses, right? He said that he was going to try and do that because chat wanted it.
And they, yeah.
Honestly, we do want that. A freaking Ardu and Dine, and oh, bro, that'd be sick, bro. The flying spaghetti monster, bro. It needs to look like a demon. It just needs to look like a meatball flying in the sky. That is my religion.
And we're here, they're
All
talking
hail the
about how
spaghetti
we
monster.
did the same stuff.
Yeah.
And the joke is like Wansu's name in Korean is kind of similar to like Walyo. It's like kind of similar to complete. So they're joking like, oh, your name is complete, so you're gonna complete this, right?
Nice.
Alright, that's cool.
That is right. I'm here with my words from last winter.
Alright.
Hereby presenting Dine Ardunat Doom.
Video time.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually getting to see this. It's gonna. What? That's some pog, bro. That's some pog, bro. Hello. Oh my god, Ellie. Jesus Christ, Ellie. Hello. Oh my god, happy birthday. Thank you. Jesus. Holy moly, Ellie.